Teacher talking sports, what it does, what it do, how we living. Today, Bill Connelly of ESPN posted his ranking college football's top 75 quarterbacks of the 2000s. So since it's an ESPN Plus article, I am not going to share it, but I'll quickly go over who he named as the top 10 quarterbacks in college football since 2000, and then I'll name some of the notable players that weren't in the top 10 but in the top 75 at the end. So let's get into it, starting with 10 through 6. RG3, Robert Griffin III, won the Heisman in 2011, a season where he completed 72.4% of his passes, 4,293 yards, and 37 touchdowns, also adding 10 scores on the ground. Altogether, 33 rushing touchdowns, 78 passing touchdowns, just 17 interceptions. Ninth, Marcus Mariota with Oregon. He was the Heisman Trophy winner in 2014, a season he completed 68.3% of his passes, 4,454 yards, and 42 touchdowns while rushing for 15 scores. Altogether in 3 years, 105 touchdowns to just 14 interceptions. Eighth, Lamar Jackson. He was the Heisman Trophy winner in 2016 and finished third in 2017 with Louisville. In 3 seasons, 69 touchdowns, 27 interceptions, while also rushing for 50 touchdowns, 18 in 2017, and 21 rushing touchdowns in 2016. Incredible. Seventh, Kyler Murray. Murray was the Heisman Trophy winner in 2018 with the Sooners. Started 2015 with Texas A&M. 2017 backed up Baker Mayfield, but in 2018, his Heisman Trophy winning season, 4,361 passing yards, 42 touchdowns, while also adding 1,001 yards on the ground and 12 more scores. Sixth, Deshaun Watson. Watson finished third in Heisman Trophy voting in 2015 and second in 2016. Led the Clemson to the national title championship in 2016, a season he threw for 4,593 yards and 41 touchdowns. Season before that, 4,109 yards and 35 touchdowns. Ran for 26 scores in 3 years. Fifth, Joe Burrow, the Heisman Trophy winner in 2019. Actually started his career at Ohio State. Didn't play much before transferring to LSU. And really had a enormous 2019, arguably the best college season ever by a quarterback. 76.3 completion percentage, 5,671 yards, 60 touchdowns to just 6 interceptions. Now let's take a look at the top 5, starting with, wrong thing. There we go. 5 through 1. So 5 was Joe Burrow. I already went over Joe Burrow. Silly rabbit. Fourth, Tim Tebow with Florida. Tebow finished first in Heisman Trophy voting in 2007, third in 2008, fifth in 2009. So 3 top 5 finishes in Heisman Trophy voting. Won 2 national championships with Florida. All in all, completed 66.4% of his passes, 9,285 yards, 88 touchdowns, while also rushing for 57 touchdowns. Incredible career. Third, Vince Young finished second Heisman Trophy voting in 2005. Of course, took part in that epic national title game against USC, where his rushing touchdown near the end secured the win for Texas, where they were a huge underdog against USC. That season threw for 3,036 yards and 26 touchdowns. Rushed for 1,050 and 12. Had 3,127 rushing yards and 37 rushing touchdowns in 3 years. Second, Cam Newton. And Cam Newton really only played like 1 season. Started as a backup to Tim Tebow at Florida. Before transferring to Auburn, really his one season at Auburn. Was the Heisman Trophy winner in 2010, helped guide Auburn to a national championship that season, 66.1 completion percentage, 2,854 yards, and 30 touchdowns. Also rushing for 1,473 yards and 20 touchdowns, even had a receiving touchdown. And first, Baker Mayfield started at Texas Tech, but really got it going with Oklahoma. Fourth in Heisman Trophy voting in 2015, third in 2016, first in 2017. In his 3 years with Oklahoma, 12,292 passing yards, 119 passing touchdowns, 21 interceptions. Just a magical career at Oklahoma. The only reason I might not have put him first is because he did not lead Oklahoma to a national championship. I would think maybe the top guy would have had to lead him to a national championship. So, maybe even a Tim Tebow I would have had first, but it's a tough call. So, again, the top 10, number 1, Baker Mayfield, number 2, Cam Newton, number 3, Vince Young, number 4, Tim Tebow, number 5, Joe Burrow, number 6, Deshaun Watson, number 7, Kyler Murray, number 8, Lamar Jackson, number 9, Marcus Mariota, and number 10, Robert Griffin III. Top 10 quarterbacks according to Bill Connelly in college football since 2000. Other notable guys, 11th, just missing on the top 10, Trevor Lawrence. Then we got 13th, Money Manziel, Johnny Manziel. Let's see who else. 18th, Andrew Luck. 2 rookie quarterbacks this year. 19th, Bryce Young. 20th, CJ Stroud. 21st, Tua. 22nd, Phillip Rivers. 23rd, Carson Palmer. 25th, Jalen Hurts. 26th, Russell Wilson. 28th, Big Ben Roethlisberger. 29th, Justin Fields. Let's see. We got 37th, Stetson Bennett. 38th, Mac Jones. 40th, Alex Smith. 47th, Eli Manning. 50th, Denard Robinson. 55th, Joey Harrington, one of the busts in the NFL. 57th, Patrick Mahomes with Texas Tech. 59th, Aaron Rodgers. 60th, Kenny Pickett. 62nd, Max Duggan. 63rd, Zach Wilson. And 70th, Geno Smith. 72nd, Dak Prescott. 75th, Matty Ice, Matt Ryan. So one guy I can't believe didn't make it, Bailey Zappi. I mean, just a remarkable last season in college for Bailey Zappi, record-breaking. I really thought he would at least be considered top 75. But all in all, what do you think of the list? I mean, wait, really quick. Bailey Zappi's 1 year at Western Kentucky. Yes, it's only 1 year, but there's other guys who played just 1 year. But in 2021, Zappi, 69.2 completion percentage, 5,967 passing yards, and 62 passing touchdowns. I think he deserved a spot on there. But what do you think of the list, or at least the top 10 in all? Who might have you included? That was not included. Would Trevor Lawrence have made your top 10? Should Baker Mayfield be number 1, even though he never led his team to the national championship? Should Cam Newton be number 2, even though he played really just 1 season? Let me know in the comments. But it was definitely a fun read. If you have ESPN Plus, I suggest you taking a look at it. Don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.